Hello, people. I'm here with someone that you already know that we record every month together for another episode of Great. It's episode number 5. I'm here with my friend, my brother from another mother, Gino. How are you?
Rodrigo, I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm good as well. We are recording this today and it's freezing to death in Brazil. It is 2 degrees today in Brazil. For us, it's too cold.
Yeah, because you're in winter, but we've actually just had a rather severe heat wave. We
Yeah.
had temperatures here in Greater Manchester in excess of 30 degrees Celsius
Wow.
during the day.
Wow.
So they're the kind of temperatures I like, Rod. I could live I could live in them temperatures,
Yeah.
no problem.
Yeah, of course. Because it's a tropical country and we have much more summer than winter, so we have more air conditioning than heaters.
Yeah, okay. Before we go any further, I just want to say congratulations, man, because I can see that you've passed. You now have over 700 people who
Yeah,
follow your channel and watch your videos. So
yeah.
that's amazing. Well done.
Thank you. And you are close to
No. It's not about my channel. We're talking about your channel.
I just do it because you are part of this project, and all of those who are with me, the people who watch, the people who accept doing interviews, you are amazing. And thank you for doing this as well. Every month.
No, it's my pleasure to do this, man. It's my pleasure.
So, what are we talking about this month? Let people know, please.
Oh, childhood memories. It's not my idea though. It's Rodrigo's idea. So we're each going to tell some childhood memories.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully you'll learn some English vocabulary along the way. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It was very nice to remember those stories. I think you guys are gonna like it. So, let's see it, shall we?
yes, let's go.
Yo. It's Gino here from realeverydayenglish.com. Thank you, Rodrigo, for continuing to do this project with me. As we discussed in the first part, the topic of this episode of Great is childhood memories. And one of the most obvious childhood memories that I have is the summer holidays. So here in the UK, every summer, the schools finish mid-July and they don't go back until September. So you have about 6 or 7 weeks of time without school. And I used to get up to plenty of things with my friends during these weeks. We used to play roller hockey, we used to play mounting up, a game called mounting up. That's not a very well known term in the UK, it's just something that we used to call it in our little group. It's basically a game where you had 2 teams and one team would run away and hide somewhere in the estate or wherever we was, and the other team had to catch them. So that was one of the games we used to play. We used to play roller hockey, we used to go riding our bikes. But one of the places we used to come to was the place I'm at today, which is a place called Carmill Dam. So I'm going to switch the camera around so you can see the lake and some of the stuff around here. And then there's a particular memory that I want to discuss with you, but it's a little bit further down the road, so let's do that. Okay, so this is Carmill Dam. You can see there's a massive lake. They do some speedboating events on here, so in the summer you'll see speedboats flying around the place. You can see the railway bridge over here, and there's quite a steep slope. We would describe that as a slope, maybe a hill, but there's a steep slope going down there. I wouldn't walk down there right now because it's wet and you'll probably slip. And you can see that there's this massive slope here which the water goes down. And I remember when we used to come here as kids, that sometimes when the ducks or the geese were in the lake here, sometimes the ducks would swim to the edge and then they'd come over the edge and they'd start to slide all the way down, and then they'd come under the bridge and continue to slide all the way down to the bottom down there. So it was almost like the ducks were enjoying the slide. And of course, if I zoom in right over there, wherever there's a bridge, there's graffiti. There's a gap in the wall. See the wall here with the bricks and the mortar? This is called mortar, the middle bit. This is the brick. And there's a gap, meaning there's no wall there, which you can step through. And these little stanchions here, these little stations, Fishermen use them to perch up and fish. Train is about to pass. You can hear the train going past up there. Up there's the train line. And you can see around the train line you've got this very protective fence with the sharp spikes. So it's not advisable to climb over there because you will seriously injure yourself. We have to walk through the woods to get to where I want to get to. In some parts it's quite overgrown, quite difficult to walk through, but this particular bit has a bridge and you can see there's a puddle here. Okay, so we've arrived at the part of Carmel Dam that I want to share a memory about. Can you see the bridge? And then underneath the bridge you can see the arches. So because of this, we used to call this the Arch Bridge. I'm going to walk over there now and share the memory. One thing I would like to say before I share this memory with you is that what I'm about to tell you, what we used to do, is actually incredibly dangerous. And when I think about it now, I didn't realise how dangerous it was. So if anybody's watching this, especially any young people who think that doing this might be a good idea, do not do this. I'm only sharing this as a childhood memory and it's extremely dangerous. So please do not try it. Okay, so we're up on top of the bridge. And as you can see, it's quite overgrown. Overgrown means the weeds have grown quite tall. But basically what we used to do was we used to jump off the bridge into the water. Somewhere around this point, there used to be spray paint on the bridge side here that said Big Ted, and this is where we used to jump off straight into the water. I've actually found it. You can just about make out the letter B, I, G, and then you can just about make out the T. It used to be yellow spray paint, and this is the point where we used to jump off into the water during the summer. We used to ride our bikes here, and then we used to spend our time jumping off. But like I said, thinking about it now, I can't actually believe how dangerous that is, because we had no idea what was in that water. But luckily, nothing bad happened, but it could have been a very different story. Rodrigo, thank you for having me on your channel for another episode of Great. Over to you, my friend. Bye-bye.
Hello everyone, this is Rod. How are you? Gino and I have decided to tell childhood stories. And when we talk about childhood stories, a lot of them come to my mind. But I want to tell you first of all that I had a different childhood. I had to overcome my disability because as I was born disabled, as I told you many times before, I had a lot of things to do for my recovery. I had to go to physical therapy, I had to go to school, and I loved to learn English, which is my career now, as you know as well. Talking about childhood memories, I remember a very dear cousin of mine, her name is Andrea. We were very close and she would come every single vacation that she had to spend 15 days a month with me. We'd go to ice cream places, we watched movies, we listened to music. And I remember very vividly that Andrea and I were very close. We are very good friends up until today. I know that we are very busy. She has her family. She's married with children. I vividly remember how we were like brother and sister because as I didn't have any brothers or sisters, I am an only child, as I told you before as well. Having Andrea with me was something like amazing because we would play games, we could talk, we would spend late nights together. We would eat chocolate, which is something that I love all the time. Andrea is somebody who I remember very fondly. I was a Madonna fan already and I was studying English. And Andrea was a fan of Elvis. I don't know if she still is because time has gone by and we didn't catch up on our childhood memories. I remember being her best man. She told me, I want you to be one of my best men with a guest. I remember Andrea called me to be her best man along with my mother, and my father was her best man along with my grandmother, who's not here anymore. I remember very vividly and very fondly of all the times that we spent together because Andrea was a very good companion. She is 4 years older than I am, and we were very close. Another childhood memory that I have is that I would go to birthday parties, and I was crazy about something we call in Brazil coxinha. Coxinha is something that I'm going to put up here so you can see a picture, and I'm crazy about it. I still feel the taste of coxinha every time that I remember my childhood. And these are the fondest memories that I have. Eating coxinha and drinking Coca-Cola at parties. Also, my cousin Andrea, she is a lovely person. I don't see her in a long time because we work very much. She has a beautiful family. She has a boy and a girl. I need to tell a story with my grandmother who's not here anymore. I needed to have a fast recovery from my surgeries to go for long walks. My grandmother would go with me. I live in a residential area where I live, there are only homes. My grandmother and I, we would go around the neighborhood walking and talking every single morning to help with my recovery. We would sit in a bench. I remember very fondly how my grandmother took care of me during my teenage years as well, along with my parents. Walking with my grandmother and her telling stories didn't make me feel tired because my muscles were a little bit weaker. Those conversations for me were like priceless because she was a wonderful teacher telling me all of those stories. I would like to finish by telling you that I had a childhood of recovery, some teenage years of recovery to be where I am today. But I remember very fondly of my cousin Andrea and the stories that I had with my grandmother during our morning walks. So thank you, Andrea, and thank you, Grandma Marta, wherever you are right now, having you with me for 33 years of my life, having the chance of spending time with Andrea when I was a teenager. I love you both dearly. Thank you very much. I hope you like it. See you next month with another edition of Great. Thank you so much. Bye bye. See you. Thank you. Did you like the
Yeah,
videos?
yeah, very interesting, man. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you, Gino, for your video. It was awesome. I really like it. It's always a pleasure to record with you because I have a lot of fun. You catch me off guard complimenting me. I don't know how to react to a compliment.
Don't worry about it.
You're awesome. Thank you for everything and for being the friend that you are.
Thank you for doing this project, and
Of course.
for everybody who's watching, thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.
Thank you, everybody. See you next month. Bye bye.